I'm 65 and I've lived at Millman North all my life. I've been a dairy farmer for 45 years. And when I decided to slow down, I was milking about 270 cows, and with the cattle I was running at around 400 head, and with the land I owned and leased was running about 500 acres. I just went off to work one day and didn't come home. Simple as that. It was hard on Jenny, it was hard on my family, it was hard on my friends. 16 months in hospital, and every weekend I had visitors. During the week I had visitors. When you're in a farming community, your neighbours and friends are so important. I've been involved in things like the CFA for 45 years. I was the inaugural member of the woodworking club for about 23 years. I've been the president, I've been on the committee. When we did have kids, I became involved with their sporting activities. I used to go to football every week. Well, since I've had my accident, part of my life's to try and get back into the community. I kept on getting chest infections. They'd chuck me off down to ICU. I'd spend 3 weeks or a month there, and then I'd bounce back. I was pretty fit. I'd go along for a bit longer, back another chest infection, back down to ICU. I wanted a life. So I just woke up one morning when they come around and I said, I'm going home with a trachea.
TRAMS stands for the Tracheostomy Review and Management Service. It's a multidisciplinary team consisting of doctors, nurses, speech pathologists, physiotherapists. A tracheostomy is quite an overwhelming, high-level care piece of equipment. It's an artificial airway. To be able to help patients and their carers, their families, become comfortable and knowledgeable about how to manage that tube is really important.
The two main problems that you have with your breathing after a high spinal cord injury are weakness of the muscles that help you to breathe in, so you can't take a very deep breath in, and the other problem is that your abdominal muscles aren't working either, so that when you try and cough, you don't get that strong cough with the push of the abdominal muscles.
They really knew the decision I made was what it should have been, and then it was just a matter of then sitting down and working out a program with the new equipment. I have the nippy. 3 cycles 3 times. I have that every night and morning.
What the nippy does is help to give a person a really big breath on their inspiration, and then it draws the air out very rapidly on the exhalation, simulating a cough. So it helps to draw out the air and the secretions from the lungs.
In relation to the carers, we have a very structured program. It's a minimum of 2 weeks prior to someone going home with a tracheostomy, and we go through all elements of the tracheostomy care and training. They'll learn anatomy and physiology, they'll learn about suctioning, they'll learn about how to humidify the lungs.
TRAMS worked out a system that would give me a life.
We want to really give independence back so that they don't need to be managed in a nursing home or in a care facility. We really want to make sure that they can go into the community.
With the running of the farm, the goal is to set up a paperless bookkeeping system, which I'm working on at the moment. I've just received the car that's all been modified for me to be a driver, and I've made up my mind I'm going to drive.
That was one of the first questions Dad asked me when he was in ICU, when he woke up, was what about the wedding?
I was in ICU and I was pretty sick at the time.
We just sort of worked through the process, and that's where TRAMS and everyone came involved in.
So I had everyone running around, physios, doctors, nurses, OTs, TRAMS.
His big goal was to walk me down the aisle. Dad was going to get me down there one way or another.
There was just so many hurdles to overcome. I'd had 12 months to work out a speech. It was a pretty proud day, to be honest. It was just fantastic.